Unmuted.
Yeah. So now let us continue. So now that we know different types of cleanse functions, we just talked about only two types of cleanse functions. One is what string based cleanse function, and second is going to be what we have talked about what data conversion cleanse functions. Yeah? But we did not talk about what other functions like we have in this cleanse functions list. Yeah. So like we have what logical functions, mathematical functions. Yeah. So look at here. In mathematical functions, these are very straightforward ones. Like we have what simple numeric operations, addition based on floats, integers, and then division based on floats and integers, yeah, and then max based on what floats and integer, minimum based on float and integer, multiplication and based on float and integer, and then subtraction. So we have what different simple arithmetic operations like plus, minus, star, which is multiplication and division, yeah, max. Now on top of that we have ceiling to get the top value. If it is a 2.2, you will get 3. Floor, if it is a 2.2, you will get 2. If it is 2.9 also, you will get 2 floor values. And round, if it is above 0.5 or equal to 5, 0.5 you will get highest value, top value. Plus a 2.5 means 3, 2.4 means what, 2. Yeah? That's it. They are very simple functions, so that's why I didn't show any example. Just let's start doing one example just to understand. So other things probably you guys can focus. Let us say add integers. So this guy can take what, 6 input ports. If you get more than that, sorry, say 5 input ports. If you get more than 5 input ports, right, then you can add one more add integers to perform addition. So output of this add integers will be taken as input to what? Another add integers cleanse function. So that's what happens here. Clear? So now let us start doing this. First, let us say we already have integer here. Connect to that one integer, and we can add some more integer. Let's say format integer. We have what? The zip code, right? Which is compressed all that. So let us add one more integer, which is, let us say, 3 example. Yeah? And then connect this 3 to what, second integer. So likewise we can add any number of integers. 568 plus 3, 571. Yeah? So now let us connect output of this to what, to C1. Yeah? Yeah. So we should get 571. Simple example I'm trying to show, because I need to make sure that every category has been covered. So now let's go to batch viewer, execute this. Yeah. So let us refresh. Now we can go and look at the date in C1. Can you see here 571? That's it. Simple addition. So now let us also look at other categories. So these things you guys can focus because I've just shown one example. And other category is what we have different logical functions like a and, or, not. These are the three logical functions that we have over here, right? So once we do that and, or, not, and plus we also have choose functions, comparison functions, nullability functions. That's it. These are the what? First category, second category, third, fourth, and fifth one, and or not. So five categories we have within the logical. So let us go with what? And logical function to test like how this and operator is going to work, or and plus function is going to work. So let us try to do that. So here let us use one of the plus function, which is going to be what this logical, right? So compare integers example. So now we can use this compare. Let us say here we get one integer value which is going to be the output of this. Let us say add integers, which is 571 or whatever. Let us try to use 568 or whatever. Now what will happen? Both are not equal. Yes or no? Now output of, there are different output ports of compare integers, right? Like a equal, greater than, less than, whatever, right? Now let us try to what make use of equality. If we try to connect, equal means what? Boolean. If we try to connect to this, let me delete this. Yeah, if we try to connect equal output port to C1, we should get error. Because of what? This is a boolean, this is a string, we cannot convert that. Internally it doesn't convert. So what do we need to do? We need to look for conversion function. Like we talked about data conversion function, right? Yes or no? Where it should convert from boolean to a string, because output column or output port is what? C1. So now let us use this, which is going to be what? Format boolean. Now take output of this, which will become as input to boolean. True string is by default true, false string false. So if you want to change the values, we can do that. We'll do that in the next example. Save it. That's it. So that's all we need to do in order to what use this, make use of compare integers. Now compare with format boolean we have used here. Now we should get output as what? False, because there is no match. Match means what? They are not equal, both the inputs, right? Value 1 and value 2. So that's it. Yeah, can you see here? Now let us refresh this. So it got completed. Now let us look at the output here. Yeah. So output is going to be what? Let us say false we got, right? Because value 1, value 2, we are trying to compare, both are not equal. That is why return value is going to be what? False. False. That's all. So this is what we get with this particular simple compare integers function. Yeah. Similarly, we can also focus on what other functions that we have over here. So we have what and, right? And also we can look at. Before that, by default, this false string is what? False, right? If you want to change it to our own now, what constant value, which is, let us say, FA, which means what? Our own custom value. We can connect this to false string so that we could get FA instead of false. Then select this particular mapping under stage, then execute it. Yeah, so that's it. Now we can go and look at the value here, which is FA. This is what we expected, right? So that's about how this compare or how this compare integers works. Now let us get into what other logical function, which is what we have AND logical function, right? How does it work? So we use what this AND logical function, where it accepts what? N number of Boolean input values. Yeah. Let us expand this. So output of comparison is going to be what? Boolean. Connect this to value 1. Yeah. And then second is going to be what? We can have one more constant, let us say one more Boolean, which we can add, let us say true here, example. So likewise we can add any number of Booleans which will be or which will become as input to what this AND logical function. Once we do that, then output of this can be connected to C1, but unfortunately we cannot